But Johnny, let's move on into our next topic. And the one thing I'm going to let you guys, I'm pulling the curtain behind the scenes. If you guys do not know how we work things is we record each segment separately here for the podcast, more so for YouTube and then for Blog Talk Radio. We kind of just all piece it together. And in between the Spider-Man topic and what would have been the X-Men topic here, we saw an article on the Nerdist.com. It's down below in the description about the Fantastic Four, about the MCU. Johnny and I both agreed it would be a better conversation from us for you guys. So we're actually going to talk about that now. The Leandra in Dark Phoenix, we're not completely getting rid of it. We'll just talk about it in a later podcast when we have more news. Because really it was just we have an actress that is rumored to play Leandra, and it's really for sure that we have Leandra coming to that movie. So we will talk about that later. But Johnny, there was an article put out by the Nerdist, like I said, down below in the description, where it basically says that based off a Newsrama, that Kevin Feige was asked if there are any plans, any kind of thoughts about bringing the Fantastic Four to the MCU. And here's what he said. Here's the exact quote. "We have no plans with Fantastic Four right now. No discussions about it," end quote. And the thing I want to focus in on is right now. They have no plans right now.
Yeah.
Eventually they want to, because if you guys do not know, if you guys forgot, need to, Fantastic Four tried a reboot. They had 2 movies when we were in high school.
Weren't great. They were decent.
Good movies. Good. I'm not saying great. They're nothing like the superhero movies we have now.
No.
But I was happy with them.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked them. The Chris Evans, Johnny Storm was good. That's why he got the role of Captain America, I'm guessing. However, Fox tries to reboot it in 2015. Let's put it this way. I didn't go see it. I heard it's horrible.
I didn't go see it either.
I didn't see it opening weekend. I heard it was horrible. I said, I'm not going to watch it. And then Dave watched it and said, don't watch it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not watching it. And that's what happens. When you have a bad movie, it turns people off. Let's put it this way. Green Lantern and the Incredible Hulk made $100 million.
Domestic.
Fan Four Stick made $50 million. That's how bad they did.
Oh, don't forget to put these little tags on there. They made, what is it?
That was opening weekend.
100 million, you said?
100 million each for Green Lantern.
Domestic.
Yeah.
Whereas Fan Four Stick?
50 million.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
In comparison to the 2 that were considered flops.
It was not a good movie, and that's actually true. It says in there 100 million domestic, and Fan Four Stick made 50 million total.
Yeah, exactly.
Total. That's everywhere. And the reason why we're kind of asking the question of should they make a deal with Marvel is because in the Nerdist article, they kind of mention this. They really have 2 options.
Yeah.
They either try to reboot the Fan Four Stick again.
Yeah.
The Fan Four Stick. They either try to reboot
you started that.
the Fan Four Stick again, or they just say, screw it, we're going to leave it alone, and then in 2022, we let it go to Marvel.
Exactly. Or
they fucking eat their pride, they do what Sony did, and whoever wrote the article on the Nerdist, it was Eric Diaz. There was one mistake in his article. He crossed out the word beg and put in ask. You shouldn't have crossed that out.
No.
It's true. They should go on their hands and knees and beg the almighty powerful Marvel.
Disney Marvel.
And the almighty powerful mouse. The mouse. Ask the mouse to let them be able to produce their movie for them. Because I cannot do a good job, and I need you to make me money.
Kiss my ring, bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. It's kind of like Dave Chappelle, kiss the rings from the Player Haters Ball.
Oh, I was thinking of South Park's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the Player Haters Ball where it's kiss the rings. And but should Fox make a deal with Marvel to bring Fantastic Four to the MCU?
I'm gonna put it this way: if they make a deal with them, they have potential to have. I feel like that is their best option, is to make a deal with them, because if they make a deal with them right now, that's money they can make off of that still until it officially goes to Marvel.
in 2022.
In 2022, instead of having Fantastic Four just sit there, collect no money off of having those rights, or take the chance of wasting a ton of money and making the reboot. Out of those three options, what do you think is the best financially? Let's just go financially.
Financially, the best move is right now. It looks like the best move is work a deal with Marvel.
Exactly.
However, here's the thing, and the Nerdist mentioned this. Fox is going to be watching Spider-Man Homecoming really close.
They are.
Because if Spider-Man Homecoming does really well, then Fox may go, shit, we might have to do that.
Yeah.
Because you think about it. Sony lets Marvel use Spider-Man. They get him for 4 movies. We thought it was 3. Now it's going to be 4. Thanks, Tom Holland.
Thank you.
But they get him for 4 movies. Throw in an Iron Man, a Robert Downey Jr., throw in Marvel's directors, Marvel's producers, Marvel's eyes, Kevin Feige, and this thing is going to make money.
Exactly.
Spider-Man will make money. Now, you can say, well, Ricky, we don't know if it's going to be a good movie. Doesn't matter. It's going to make money, especially that opening weekend, because of the Marvel, and we should coin this term, the Marvel pedigree.
Exactly.
Because of that pedigree that Marvel has built up, it doesn't matter. You're going to go see a Marvel movie.
Exactly.
Because you have not been. The most disappointed I've been is the Hulk. And that wasn't that disappointed.
No, it wasn't. The Incredible Hulk, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that disappointing. It wasn't the best movie. It probably would be lowest on one of the lowest.
But it was the second one we've seen.
Exactly. But it was probably one of the lowest on the list of Marvel movies. But it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't
overall.
it wasn't a terrible movie, and that's why I think Fox needs to make a deal. Here's the thing I want to spin on this.
Yes, go for it.
Marvel
Yes.
is in a win-win situation. They're in a win-win situation.
Either. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because either option A, you don't do anything, I get it back in 2022.
Exactly.
At that point, you have 2 years left of their current plan to do movies. You can fit a a Fantastic Four movie now.
Yeah, no, we don't want a Fan Four stick.
We don't want Fan Four stick.
Please
in
don't.
The MCU. Also, what happens is, you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to be the kind of aggressors at the negotiation table. And it looks like you're coming in. And it's like, hey, you know what? We're going to be the ones to kind of say, this is what we want from you. This is what we need from you. And Marvel can be that kind of driving force in the negotiations. They can be the one saying, well, if we don't like it, we're just going to walk away.
Exactly.
They can sit there and go, we're going to get the best deal for us.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Like you mentioned, they don't need it. They don't need the Fantastic Four. They would like to have it, as we all would probably like them to have it, as we've seen with so many of so many movies so far. And I think, you know what? If the thing we were talking about before, where they're going into how'd you put it? The galaxy, the universe.
I'm going to get to a point. I was researching really quick.
Yeah.
You want to know with that second point what I would do if I'm Marvel?
Huh.
Sure, we'll let them in. Give me some X-Men.
Ooh, there you go.
I want Wolverine. I want that's what Marvel can do. Marvel, I had to make sure if it was exactly 20th century.
Yeah.
But
no, it is.
That's what I mean by they have the upper hand. Marvel can say, yeah, sure, we'll make this movie. What X-Men are you going to give me?
Give me the right to say mutant.
Yeah. Give me the right to say mutant. Give me the right to
a few X-Men.
Well, give me they have Scarlet Witch. We can really have Scarlet Witch's father in
Magneto.
the MCU. Exactly.
And here's the great part about all that is they're at a point where
Johnny, just give me the right to say mutant.
They don't have the right to say mutant,
They couldn't do it for Quicksilver.
That's why they call them miracles.
Yeah. No, they're mutants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the right to say that.
Know.
Now they can say mutants. They can say, hey, you know what? Give us the right to say mutants. We will give you a chunk of the proceed, like this chunk from making Fantastic Four and doing it. And they can say, Give us Wolverine. You guys aren't going to use him for a while because they have no plans on recasting Wolverine right now. Because how are you going to recast
That's the
someone?
thing. Marvel will recast. Disney will recast them.
They'll recast them.
They'll find someone.
Here's the thing: separate universe. I mean, this is you got the Fox one and you got the Disney one. Disney's like, give us the rights. We will recast them because we can use them now.
Dude, and then Disney makes so much money off of the likeness of Wolverine.
Right?
Like that.
Oh man,
the money. Woohoo! The mouse is just happy. the money keeps rolling in. Like that's what I would do if I was Marvel. I'd hardball them.
I'm gonna make it rain.
I would hardball them at the table.
Oh, I would.
Because if I'm Fox, I'm shaking in my boots.
Like you don't want to break their wrist, but you want to kind of bend it backwards.
Oh no! I would sit there, and because of what like they've been able to do with these Fantastic Four movies,
yeah,
I would say, here's the deal. I want two things from you. You allow me to say mutants. You let me have Wolverine for X amount of my movies.
Exactly.
Give me those two, and we'll make this movie. And if they say no, you know what my line would be? I'll see you in 2022.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Then that's why how bad the 2015 version of Fanforstic was so bad. Why that hurts Fox.
Exactly.
Because you can't go ahead and they can't go 2018 we're rebooting Fantastic Four. Everyone would go, didn't you just reboot them?
You kind of tried that already.
Wasn't that what this was?
Yeah.
You tried to Michael B. Jordan was in your movie. Oh, mind blown. That's another thing. What if Michael B. Jordan is phenomenal as Killmonger in a Marvel movie?
Exactly.
It's like, look what you did with Michael B. Jordan.
And look what we did.
And look at what we did with him.
Now, I'm going to throw something else at you, too. Remember
And that's the thing that killed me about why Fantastic Four did so bad. If you look at three of the actors and actress they had,
yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, phenomenal actor. Miles Teller, amazing. And I'm forgetting the name of it. He was the drummer.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. The drummer,
I can't remember it. It also had
either.
JJJ in it, James Jonah Jameson, or the State Farm guy, or Commissioner Gordon. They had him in it too. I cannot remember it, and it's going to kill me. He was phenomenal in that movie. Then you have Kate Mara, who was phenomenal in House of Cards. She's been in a lot of stuff, but that's the thing, like the last thing she was in before she was like, fine, you know what? Let's do Fantastic Four. You had a cast, and you messed it up.
Yeah.
Now you're between a rock and a rock. It's not even a hard place. It's two rocks caging you in like this, and you can't move.
Yeah.
And guess who's pushing those rocks together? The mouse. The mouse is just, woo! That's what he's doing. But, like, that's the thing that kills me. Was you had an all-star cast, you couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah. Well, my thing, too, would be, we were talked about it already in a previous podcast. Marvel's going to stop phases, and they're going to focus on something else. They're going to do the universe now,
galaxy.
Right? The galaxy.
They have a galaxy universe, which is going to be
That's
Guardians. Guardians, and then they've already put Adam Warlock in.
What better to have with that than if you can use Silver Surfer and Galactus now? Mm-hmm. So it's like, we could...
Oh, Galactus? I didn't even think about that. You mentioned him last week,
I love blowing his mind.
You mentioned that last week, too.
I did.
You're like, well, why would you...
It's too bad we can't use Galactus.
That's what you said last week. Your exact wording was,
exactly.
I wish we could use Galactus. Oh, we can't. Now
Fox have it.
Do they need Wolverine then? Do you even put Wolverine
But why
in
not
there?
take him?
I love the way you're thinking. You're thinking how I was. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? They need to give us whatever we want, or else they lose.
Well, the
them.
other thing is you're not going to cast them for who knows how long because you just had a memorable person play them.
Yeah,
guys, this is a separate universe. Let's just use them. We can throw them in Spider-Man movies. You can throw them in another Avengers movie if we ever get another one. Yeah, because I don't know if they're going to take a break after that with Avengers
but like
ones.
The Silver Surfer or Galactus,
exactly,
would be huge.
Exactly,
or just the right to say mutants. I mean, that would be good too.
We can finally say mutants.
Let me say mutants for the rest of from now until infinity.
Exactly. But I mean, we'll get it back in 2022 anyways.
No, I think that Fox needs to make a deal. The only bad
that would be their best option.
Only bad thing is whatever deal they make is going to be heavily one-sided towards Marvel, or should be heavily one-sided towards Marvel because Marvel has all the chips.
Mm-hmm.
They've all the chips in their favor because Marvel, although they would want Fantastic Four,
They don't need it.
They don't need them before 2022.
They don't.
We'll just, you know what? We'll just wait and then we'll make it in 2024.
Well, hell, they can, if they really want to, say, hey, you know what? We're just gonna make the script right now. Because just plan ahead and say, we're gonna make the script right now. It's not like you guys are gonna have really the option to do anything with it. You can either bomb another movie, or or you can wait and let us have it anyways.
I'm looking on the Wikipedia right now.
Yeah.
And at the 36 Golden Raspberry Awards, it won in the categories of Worst Director, Worst Prequel,
Oh my god.
Remake, Ripoff, Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel,
Oh man.
and Worst Picture.
Jeez.
That's the awards it took home in the 36 Golden Raspberry Awards.
Wow. What awards to come home with?
You know the other worst picture? There were two of them: Fantastic Four and 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh hey.
Were the two worst pictures.
I think you mean
from
Fan Four
last
Stick,
year.
right?
Yeah, Fan Four Stick. The most awards took home 5 was 50 Shades of Grey.
Wow.
Fantastic Four wasn't far behind though.
No, it
I
wasn't.
listed 4.
Yeah.
I listed 4 awards.
It was
Worst picture, worst prequel, worst director, and then remake, ripoff, or sequel. So 4.
Yeah.
It took home 4. The latter tied with 50 Shades of Grey. So yeah, 4. And it was nominated for worst screen combo and worst screenplay.
You know what else?
So it could have taken home 6.
Oh wow. You know what else it was? They can expand on with that too.
What?
Using Dr. Doom more.
They could.
He's not just a Fantastic Four villain, but he's their main. He's a main one with them.
They could use Doombots.
Doombots. I mean, this just expands everything. Fox, I'm going to say it to the camera. Fox, your best option is to make a deal. Maybe even before Spider-Man comes out, if you can finagle it right now. Don't have a lot of time.
I mean, they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait until after Homecoming. It's only a month. It's less than a month away. Let's see how it does, and then we'll see if we want. I just feel like, you know what? Pony it up. You admit defeat. Admit defeat, because anything you try to do with it, it's not going to be good.
No, it's not
going
going
to
to
be a
work out.
half-assed attempt to try to be like, well, we don't need them. Yeah, you do. You need them.
Just to keep the rights.
You do. Any last thoughts on this? Any last thoughts?
No, like I said, Marvel, just bite your lip.
Marvel's sitting there pretty, man.
Marvel's sitting there pretty. I'm saying Fox. That's my bad.
You know what? Buck up.
Fox needs to buck up. There's no shame in just admitting defeat and saying, you know what, you guys are doing better with
There's no shame in saying Marvel's the best.
Disney. Marvel's the best.
There's no shame in saying
that.
But this is where I'm going to pass it along to you guys. Let us know down below. What do you guys think? Does Fox need to make a deal? What should the deal be? If you're on the side of Marvel, besides making this movie, what do you want from 20th Century Fox? What do you want? What do you need? The right to
I'm gonna throw this.
Wolverine, Galactic. What do you need?
What would you take from it besides what we mentioned? Wolverine's able to say mutants, and obviously everything from the Fantastic Four universe.
What would you take and what would you want to come to the MCU as a part of that deal? Let us know down below in the comment section.